Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today what I have for you is a look for fall. So I was able to create this purple look using the Lancôme palette. So I really hope you like it, and if you're interested, just keep on watching. Hi everybody, so today we're gonna do a look for fall. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. So right now we're gonna start with the MAC moisturizer. We're gonna obviously moisturize our skin first. Okay, next we're gonna, to prime our face, we're gonna use the Mercier foundation primer in Hydrating. Since I have very dry skin, I always need to keep my skin moisturized. So this is a secret weapon. Now for today's video, I picked up some samples from La Mer foundation. I'm going to be using the color Neutral 22, just because I was really curious to see what would it look like on my skin. So we're going to give it a whirl. Just gonna open it. Whoop. Why do I feel that that's too dark for my skin? Okay, so in the end we're going to be using the Linen 13 instead of Neutral 22, as it was way too dark for my skin. I don't know what the girl was thinking. Just putting some on my hand. It does look way too dark, even though she said, "Oh, I'm sure it's your color." I was like, okay, sure. So we're going to pick it up with a little foundation brush. I'm gonna start putting it a little bit all over my face. It has a very special smell. Not too crazy about it. And to blend it out, we're gonna be using the Artist Oval 7 brush. I'm looking at the mirror that is over there, so if you see me looking. So I would say right now for the coverage, we're talking about light to medium. But it has a really very skin-like finish. I really like that. I'm just not too crazy about the smell though. It has a very particular smell. I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly what it is, but it smells funny. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Nars. I am the color Vanilla. Light vanilla. So I'm gonna apply this directly under my eyes. Okay. And we're gonna use a dry beauty blender for this. Somehow I prefer to use it dry over wet. So we're gonna blend this to perfection. And to set our under eyes, we're gonna use the Mercier translucent powder. And set out our concealer. I find it's really hard to be able to keep up with makeup in summer. It's very hard with the heat and everything to be able to keep it, you know, intact. Here in Montreal it's very humid this past couple of days, so it has been quite hard to keep up. So before we set the foundation, I'm gonna do a little contour, which is cream contour. So this is one is from Hoola, the Quickie Contour Stick. I've been really loving this lately. But I find that with me, I cannot use it with a beauty blender. For me, it does not work. So I just blend it out with a with my oval 7 brush from Artis. I find if I use a beauty blender, it just removes the foundation underneath. So I don't know, it does not work for me with a beauty blender. But it's fine, I really prefer this. It looks very, I guess a really natural finish. Now to set up the foundation, we're going to be using the Studio Max Fix. I am the color N5, like this, with a big fluffy brush. Everywhere where I didn't put the contour. Now for bronzer, I'm going to be using the Hoola Benefit Bronzer with the new Marc Jacobs brush. I'm very upset because I've been trying to get the coconut one, the new one from Marc Jacobs, and I cannot find it. It's sold out everywhere. It doesn't even appear in the Sephora website here in Canada. So I don't know what happened to it. Everybody was obsessed with it. So it's out of the shelves and I'm really sad because I always wanted it. Well, maybe next time, you know? But I freaking love this brush. It's amazing. For blush, I'm going to be using the MAC New Romance blush with another fluffy brush. There we go. I just like to put a tiny touch of this one. Not too much. It's a little bit too glittery for my taste, but I still like it. For highlight, I'm gonna be using the Nicole Guerrero palette. I am gonna be using the color Kitty Cat with a fan brush. I love this palette. So now we're gonna get started on the eyes. So first of all, I'm gonna be using the Urban Decay Potion Primer. I'm using the one, the anti-aging, to prime my eyes. So use just a tiny bit of it, just like this. It's more than enough. Okay, so for this look today, I'm gonna be using the Sonia, Rykiel, and Lancôme palette. I know it's not, I have not heard of this one before. Just I went to the L'Oreal special event that they had here in Montreal, which was like a private sale event, and I was able to get my hands on this one here. So I'm gonna be using the color number 7, which is right here. It's a very deep mauve color, and also it has a little opening here, and you have additional 3 colors, and it comes with a little brush. So we're gonna do that. First of all, we're gonna start with the transition color. Now, since this palette doesn't really have a transition shade for what look that I'm going for today, I'm gonna be using a shade from the Kylie Cosmetics bronze palette. I'm gonna be using this color, which is called Topaz, and we're gonna take the MAC 224 brush and start blending it out. Doesn't have to be this shade, it could be any shade that you have in your hands. Anything that's like matte and like a little like light brown will do. In a couple days, we're just really close for the Game of Thrones release of the 7th season, and I can't wait. I'm way too excited for it. What are you guys? What are you watching as shows? I know I'm sad that Pretty Little Liars already finished, but you know, I'm rewatching it. Never forget to remove the excess of the brush Otherwise you're gonna have fallout on your eyes and you're gonna have to start over. Now I'm gonna be using the MAC 221 brush. Okay, so now we're gonna dip in our Lancôme palette. I'm gonna be using the 6th color, which is this one here. And I'm gonna put that all over the lid. Just like this. We're gonna go back to the 224 brush just to blend it out properly here. No extra product, just as it was. So to highlight the brow, I'm gonna be using the color Jasper from the Kylie Cosmetics palettes with a little flat brush like this. And we're gonna highlight right on the brow. And you blend it out right here. Okay, so next I'm gonna do the brows because I almost forgot to do them. Let me just brush them here. I'm gonna be using the Cap Brow from Benefit, number 4. And we're gonna go very lightly here. Next, I'm gonna be using the Gimme Brow from Benefit. I'm also, I'm number 3 on this one. Just a little bit here. And to make them more sharp, we're gonna be using the Highbrow, also from Benefit. Just to clean up the edges here. This, and you're gonna do the same in the other brow. And now to blend it out, we're gonna use a little concealer brush, and we're gonna go very gently here. So off camera, I'm gonna go ahead and put some falsies. I'm gonna be using the Ardell Demi Wispies in black. Okay, so I went ahead and put the falsies, and now we're gonna just finish the under eyes. So for the under eyes, I'm gonna be using the 4th color in the Lancôme palette with a little flat brush, and we're gonna be putting that all the way here right under the waterline. This color is not very pigmented, so we're gonna go ahead and use the same color that we used on the lid. I'm gonna be using the 221 brush from MAC to blend this one out. I'm mixing both these 2 colors to do the waterline. Alright, and to highlight the eyes, I'm going to be using the 3rd color on the palette. I'm going to use it right here. Oh, I guess no pigment in there. Okay, so since this color doesn't seem to have any pigment, the number 3 in the palette, I'm going to go back to the Nicole Guerrero palette, and I'm going to be using the color Forever Lit, the little round brush. And we're gonna put that right here to highlight our eyes. We're gonna also put a little bit more in the Cupid's bow. Okay, and now we're gonna go ahead to lips. So for my lips, I'm gonna go with a purple color. I'm gonna be using the Court K from Kylie Jenner Cosmetics. So I'm gonna start by lining my lips first. Does it happen to you guys? It also comes out from the tube like this. Really strange. I like to fill in the lips so because it makes the product last longer. And now we're gonna go ahead with the product. We're gonna give it a second to get dry. Okay, so this is the final look. I really hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And I am really trying to make videos weekly, just very busy right here, working a lot. So please have patience with me and I will make more videos as the week goes. So thank you again so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.